Here we're going to take a look at a simple tax return using the not-so-simple taxpayer roadmap. The taxpayer begins filing process. Taxpayer receives and gathers tax information. Taxpayer seeks answers to tax questions. Taxpayer prepares his tax return using his favorite software. Taxpayer elects to use his favorite software to electronically file. Taxpayer elects to e-file his tax return, and it does pass the IRS filters. What are the most common reasons e-file tax returns are rejected? Taxpayer Social Security number mismatching, incorrect dependent information, dependent claimed on another tax return, filing status problems, income doesn't reconcile. Tax return is sent to the IRS electronically. The IRS receives the electronically filed tax return at the processing station, and the return is accepted for processing. A refund is claimed, identity is verified. Unfortunately, there were errors found on this tax return. The IRS corrects errors and posts the return. The IRS issues Math Error Notice CP12. The return is reviewed by the IRS for questionable refundable credits. Wages and withholdings are verified. The tax return is sent and received at the assessment station. The taxpayer's balance is assessed. Unfortunately, this taxpayer does have offsets for IRS debts and Bureau of Fiscal Service offsets for non-tax debts. Your tax return may show that you're due a refund from the Internal Revenue Service. However, if you owe a federal tax debt from a prior tax year, or debt to another federal agency, or certain debts under state law, the IRS is allowed to forward your refund to pay that debt. And depending on the type of debt, in many situations, the IRS is legally required to forward your refund to pay that debt. The Bureau of Fiscal Services, which is part of the Treasury Department, you or your spouse, if filing joint return, could have one or more outstanding debts, which could include child support, student loans, state income tax, past due federal tax. Thanks for watching. Critiques and comments welcomed.